Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be covering my match with Lagacy in the Blizzard's e1337 tournament. I'll leave a link to both their channels in the description. This is the rematch that I've been hyping up for quite a while. I've been really looking forward to this, just because the match that we had in the Vegas tournament was that close to the point where I really wanted revenge. And also, it is fun playing Lagacy. He's a good player and he's got a pretty tough roster to work around. Again, I said this in the last video that I uploaded, but I'm sorry that everything's been a bit slow on the upload side of things. I haven't been very well. Just to put things into perspective, I did this match and the other match on the last week of Battleground Season 3. I did the match with Enzo on the Tuesday, and I fell ill on the Wednesday, and at the time of recording this voiceover, BG's has been gone for like just over a week, and I'm only just coming over it, so I apologise for any delays or anything. I've tried to keep, or like upload something, or get a bit of content out in between, but I've not really done a great job of doing that. I've been more focusing on recovering. Anyways, onto this match. I kind of like the draft I've got going on. It's not perfect, but I could make do with it. We both place Korg as defenders. I end up using Kingpin. This is a matchup you'll see quite a lot. I don't know what it was. I can usually do this matchup pretty well, but today, or not today, the day that I was doing this matchup, for some reason I just couldn't. I'm not sure if it was that, or because I was still a little bit. I say a little bit. I was still pretty badly ill. I just wasn't focused properly. I don't know what it was, but at the time of actually doing this match, I was feeling all right. Like the Thursday, I was pretty bad. I could barely get out of bed, but the day that I did this match, I was all right. I don't know what I'm doing there. That's kind of my specialty, just throwing hits into thin air. But you can see here already, I'm just not playing this matchup right. I've taken 25% of my health as chip damage already. Again, you'll see this matchup 2 times more for this, and both times I don't know why, but I just didn't play it well. Again, it was probably just a lack of focus. But here, I'm literally just trying to spam special 2s and just keep light attacks going when he's got his rock field up. I don't know why I went for a medium there and then just didn't follow up on it. Still unblockable and eating hits like it's nothing, and just taking loads of damage, which I could have easily avoided, but I don't, and that is not a great score, especially against Lagacy. I know he's going to play pretty well for this, and I know this is going to be a tough matchup because it was last time. So luckily I do end up taking this one. He did the same thing as me, took a lot of damage unnecessarily, and I do feel like I got quite lucky there. Another thing as well, if I'm using Kingpin this many times for Korg, I didn't draft a good Korg counter in 3 matches. That's just clicked for me. Oh well, doesn't really matter now. Anyway, this match, again, we both placed the same defender and used different counters on offense. He places Rintrah, I place Rintrah. He uses Scorpion, I think, and I end up using Overseer. I feel like I'm in a pretty good position here, just because I can place Killmonger on defense in the next round if it goes to it, and then I can use whoever else on attack and still be in a pretty comfortable position to win, just because he did not have a good counter to Killmonger at all. So for this one, the game plan is to keep his mystical charges under control, and just try and nuke him down, really, once I get 6 gamma charges. What I like to do, especially in Rich Get Richer, start off with a 5 combo, then into a heavy attack. That usually gets him over, or just over a bar. I don't know why here, but my dexterity didn't trigger Mystic Dispersion there, even though I triggered it while I didn't have a neutralize. That might, I don't know how that works, but that was a weird interaction. Again, did the exact same thing there. I thought it should, just to build his power up more, but it didn't, and I don't quite know why. Luckily, he goes over a bar while the neutralize is down, so I've got my Fury. Just trying to bait out a special here, just make sure it's as low as possible, so that I can get into my rotation and start nuking him down. You can see here I'm doing some pretty big damage. Just trying to bait out a special 2 here before my cosmic mode goes out. Luckily, I just get it in time. Throw my special 2, and again, I got pretty lucky that he threw it instantly. Just trying to throw as many lights off as possible before my cosmic mode ends, and luckily we both finish on 100%, but I do it 1 second quicker, which is the difference. That ritual was pretty annoying with AI, but I did get pretty lucky there, finishing 1 second faster. That could have made all the difference there if he was a little bit more stingy. Okay, for this one, I go with the same bans as I was before. I ban Human Torch, Cosmic Ghost Rider, and Hulkling. Hulkling because I hate the guy. Cosmic Ghost Rider because he counters, and Cosmic Ghost Rider and Torch really because they counter a lot of my defenders. Here I just go to draft. I could go heavy on defense first. At the moment he's not got really many counters to Rintra or Korg. And again, I'm thinking, do I go Kingpin or Nimrod here? If I go Nimrod, in case he gets Domino on the last 2, but that's not, I didn't think it was worth doing, and what do you know, he gets Domino. And now I'm kind of screwed if he places her. But I did go for Kingpin for Thing originally, even though I could have done Thing with Hercules. I definitely should have gone with Nimrod there. I don't know what I was thinking at the time, but it's just typical my luck that he gets Domino as soon as I pass up on Nimrod. I'm looking at the draft here and I'm really not confident. I think this first round here I go for Korg as well. We both placed Korg the first round. That's just, I don't know if I was trying to get rid of his Doom or his Domino, but I do end up having to use Kingpin here again. I wanted to save Havoc for defense because he doesn't have a counter at all. So I completely throw this one. Again, I don't know what it is, but on this day I couldn't do this matchup very well at all. I should have, definitely should have, and I definitely could have, but I didn't. It's going a little bit better in this one than the last one. I've not taken 25% off the very start this time, at least. But he just starts being passive here, not playing into me, and I luckily get the special 2 in just before his Rockfield comes back. Now it's literally just a case of building back up, throwing another one, and nuking him down. I did get pretty unlucky on the rage stacks. I don't know, that medium right there, if I hadn't have thrown that, I would have won this one. Because now I've taken even more chip damage from the special 2, the first hit of it anyway. And that did about an unnecessary 15% of my health. Now, when I get out of this, that 15% of health would have made the difference. That would have been more than 1,500 points. So I completely threw that one away, and I was in a pretty good position for round 3 as well, even without having a domino counter. So I placed Havoc here, and lo and behold, he places Domino. I was in a pretty good spot. I could have used Scorpion for Thing or for Intra if he'd placed them, and then whoever he used, he probably would have struggled with Mojo. You'll see here, this is a winnable matchup. I've seen a lot of people do this, but this fight in particular is why I hate Domino with a burning passion. So I just go to build up some charges. It's going pretty well. She's playing into me, but I'm apart from right there. It takes 60% of my health in one combo. I try to dex that for some reason in the corner. I'm at 30% health already, and the fight's barely even started. Again, this Domino was just a pain. This is easily the worst one I've ever fought. And I don't know why I was hitting as erratically as I was into a lucky. Everything's failing at this point. I had 2 cruelties fail to start, and then one of my precisions failed. Now I don't know why she didn't, or she was so reluctant to throw it to start with. And then, lo and behold, again, 15% chance my immortality fails. I wasn't even in assassin's range at that point, I don't think. Was I? I might have been, I can't remember. But this was definitely winnable, because he actually ends up dying to null here. You'll see in a second that even if I had just played that, I don't even know if playing it differently would have come with different results, because that was just the most unlucky I've been against Domino for a while. But he only scored like 20, he didn't even score 30,000. I could have easily won that, and because of that I banned Domino. I don't know, that was a very bad move on me, because I knew I had counters that he wasn't going to ban. And lo and behold, I get Nimrod first pick as soon as I ban Domino. Yeah, I don't know what it was, but I was all over the place at this point. I definitely wasn't playing to the standard that I know I can, and I wasn't drafting as well as I know I could. This draft, though, to be fair, I remember this one specifically. This is another one that I just completely threw. I have a really good draft here, but for some reason I just throw it out the window. So I'm looking here, he doesn't really have a good thing counter yet, apart from maybe I-bomb, but with Inequity that's going to be really slow. And then I pick Rintra as well. Luckily I didn't pick Korg there because he has CGR. But he picks Kitty here. I was trying to bait out his I-bomb here. In hindsight, I should have definitely placed Thing instead, because he places Mephisto and he goes with Kitty here. I'm not sure if this was either me playing my cards really badly or him playing his cards next to perfectly, but I completely throw this one away. He goes with Kitty for Man-Thing here. I should have clicked on that he was saving his I-bomb for Thing and probably placed Thing first to get rid of that. Either that or he uses Kitty for Thing in the first one while I do this matchup. I did hear him say in his video as well, because that's been up for a while now, I did hear him say that he was quite surprised when I did this matchup as quick as I did. So I don't know if he was actually trying to finish me off with this one, but the tactic here is to just bait out special ones until I get to 5 of the gamma, or 5 or 6. Luckily this Mephisto's been really nice. Get to 6, throw the special 2, he's already at 50%. And now with Despair as well, and him having 7 debuffs, the healing does pretty much nothing. So one more combo, he's just dead. And that's 47 seconds. Now, this is the third time that we're seeing Kingpin versus Korg, and you saw in the last one, I didn't do it perfectly, but I also didn't do it nearly as bad as the first time. I thought I could carry that onto here, and you'll see here I just completely throw, because I give him the thing matchup this time. You'll see in a second. He ends up placing Korg, and I go with thing for defense, hoping that I can do this a lot quicker than he can. Yeah, hang on, just select it, come on. And then, yeah, Kingpin. I know that I can score like at least 49,000 here in a bad fight. I can't remember exactly what happened at this point. Oh, we'll see when we watch it, but I remember that I completely threw this, and when we got out of this fight, I just started kicking myself. Again, this is my speciality, throwing just random light attacks into midair. Nice little intercept there. Try and bait out a special 2. I'm trying to get the first bit of my special 2 off before his Rockfield comes back to avoid the damage. Just waiting out his special 2 there. Using the Unstoppable to get a nice intercept. I missed the backdraft there. And throw another medium in, and I've taken a lot of damage at this point. This was very irritating at the time, because I know that I could have done this so much better. Again, throwing mediums into it, or into his Rockfield. And that hit there, I'm at 50%, this is just not good enough. I need him to be on the ball with this, or I just throw my special 2 and finish him off. I'll go in for speed there more than anything. 44,000, I know that's not going to be good enough. So at this point, I'm just kicking myself, thinking, right, he's going to place Nick Fury. There's nothing about it. Now, what could he struggle more with? Again, 47,000, that was more than winnable for me. And now I'm just sat kicking myself because I've thrown away what I thought was probably the best draft that I've had so far. And that did get to me, that did get to my head a bit for the next one. So I use Nimrod here for Nick. I have done this before in about 70 seconds, so I do know that this is a winnable matchup. Again, you'll see, I just kind of throw it. I'm not, for this, at this point, I'm not in the right mental state at all. But I'm slightly irritated from the last one, and I'm not thinking like I usually do that anything could happen. I'm more thinking, right, I'm forced to win now. There's nothing I can do here if I lose this, even though there's still one more match that he has to win, and I'm not out of it yet. Now, what I should have done there is just thrown my special 2, but instead I let myself get pushed to special 3. I should have thrown it because it wouldn't have pushed him to a special 3 at all. I would have been fine. And then now this is just wasting seconds on the clock. I get hit by an unblockable special 1 there. And at this point, I don't know what it was, but I completely forgot that Disorient still works when you're not fighting a mutant. And also at this point, I'm not paying attention to the clock. I'm not thinking about the fact that I've literally a minute and 20 seconds in the fight, and I've not even got his first life down yet. I think it was about this point. I looked and I thought, I wasn't really paying attention, but I thought, where's the time gone? And then now one more special 2, and that just finishes him off. I should have done that from the start, and then yeah, looking at that, he absolutely nailed that fight. Fair play to him. But as you can see, at the moment, I'm not playing anywhere near my best. This is like, to say how much I was hyping this up, because everybody that I've spoke to really enjoyed the last one that we did. At this point, I'm 2-1 down, and the only thought really going through my head is I'm not playing well at all. I need to be doing better than this to have any chance, really. And then in this one, I'll admit I draft really bad, and overall for this thing, I haven't been playing at my best. I think my only 2 actual good fights were with Overseer. And I think I made a bit of a mistake here as well, not choosing Havoc as a defender over Thing. I was expecting him to use Gallon for anyone that I had there, but I thought Thing would cause problems. And again, I do play my cards very wrong here. Did I place Thing first? Yeah, I placed Thing first, thinking, I don't know why I thought this, but I thought he'd use I-Bomb here, but he ends up using Gallon. I thought he'd save Gallon for Nimrod, but he doesn't end up doing that. And I don't know why I didn't think this, but that could have played massively into round 2 here. And I used Tigra here, which is again probably a very wrong choice. Even though I did do this fight pretty well, it was probably the wrong choice. Just because then I didn't really have a counter to go. As you can see here, just bait out heavies, counteract. Nice little intercept there. Bait heavies again. I've got that. This is pretty much as perfect AI as you can get for Nick Fury so far. And already this fight is so much faster than the last one. So try and bait a heavy again. Again, this is going pretty much perfectly so far. I just need him not to do exactly what he just did there. Throw a special 1 that's unblockable, and now make me try and bait out his tactical charges. Just about to lose my sensors, so I go for 1 more there. I don't know why that first hit didn't go unblockable. I was in range. Again, perfect AI with the heavy attacks. 1 more special 1, finish him off. I thought it was a pretty good fight, and then I get out and he's destroyed my Gallon. Well, not my Gallon, he's destroyed my Thing with Gallon. And this puts me in a must-win situation, and already based off what's happened previously, me not playing amazing, and I'm looking now thinking, oh crap, I don't have a counter for Gore. And lo and behold, Lagacy being the player he is, he's a smart player, he goes and plays to score. I mean, I could have used Rintra, but I made the extremely smart decision of placing him on defense because I'm an idiot. So yeah, I didn't have a counter, and I ended up trying to use Nick. For some reason, I don't know why, because I mean, I should have placed Nimrod there, honestly. He didn't have a good counter to Nimrod at all. and I still have options. I have Overseer as a poison immune for I-Bomb. I don't know what I was thinking. I played my cards completely wrong here, even though I mean, it wasn't an amazing draft, but I did still play my cards completely wrong, and that's one of the main reasons spoiler alert, I lose this. This is a bad matchup. He's got Archangel versus someone that can be shredded by Archangel. Plus, I'm not playing amazing today. I don't want to use the excuse of me being unwell, but that might have had some sort of impact for it. I feel like at this point I'm more just disappointed that I was hyping this matchup up as much as I did, and I couldn't put on the performance that I wanted to, and that it didn't really live up to the last one. I just kind of felt a bit down about that, but it is what it is. I can't go back and change it now. I just have to make sure I'm better for the next one, and that I don't do stupid stuff like this, where I literally throw my perfect counters away in unideal matchups or as defenders. And yeah, hopefully next time I should get him. But yeah, you can see here I'm doing pretty much nothing. He's just healing everything back. I feel like my only chance is to go to special 3 and deal as much damage as I can there. He's got a lot of buffs. He's got a lot of regen. This special 3 does a nice chunk anyway. At this point I was just that frustrated that I wanted out of this. But here I know that I've got no chance. But yeah, again, I'm sorry I couldn't put on a performance that I wanted to. I still really appreciate you guys supporting me and watching. So thank you very much, guys. Take care. I'll see you in the next one.